everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Broncos going up against the Browns.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carry for Isaiah Crowell, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
They'll run it again with Crowell, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 3rd down, Crowell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now a man who punted for the Broncos for 6 years, Britton Colquitt, on to kick it away. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable here from the 38. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stokes. It's caught outright by Graham. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw on 2nd down. Stokes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stokes, flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 16 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Corey Coleman. Third down here.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Let's go.
On third down, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Stokes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw on third down. Stokes. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Now Anderson running right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back?
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Shaquille Barrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Dez Bryant, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down following the run.
Let's go.
Here's Bridgewater. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second down, Bridgewater. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Bridgewater. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive with Anderson, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run it again with Anderson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Screen play, Anderson. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They give it to Anderson. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
To throw on 2nd down, Stokes. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stokes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Des Bryant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner. And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over. Now McManus on to kick this one off. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard. Line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, 70 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone. Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
Now a run with Anderson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Stokes. Flushed out right. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Back to throw. Stokes. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Booker on first down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stokes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Stokes escaping the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Bridgewater on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 74 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops. There he goes again.
Now a give. Running right is Anderson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. To throw on second down. Stokes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Forced out to his left. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Let's go. Way 90. Ahead. Way 90.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right there at the 43. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Stokes being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Again, Anderson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Looking to throw on second down. Stokes. And he's got some space here. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell from 13 yards out. Then the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Stokes. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Come on, let's go.
On first and 10, Stokes. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw on second down. Stokes dancing to his left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Bridgewater now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
3 yards to go here on second down. Off the play fake. Stokes. And he coughed it up. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looking to throw. Stokes. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jimmy Graham, a 14-yard touchdown. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Operating from the gun. Stokes, buying time to his left. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. Throwing deep here for Coleman. He's got his target. It's Coleman for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Another toe here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking to throw on second down. Stokes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46, past the 20, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
To throw, Bridgewater. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, Stokes. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs here. Operating from the gun, Stokes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw on second down, Stokes. He's going to let it go deep from Mitchell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 wees combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Second down, here's Crowell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Stokes. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Carry number 20 coming up for Anderson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
To throw on second down. Stokes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Graham. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Three down. Ohio!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Here we go! 1-0!
Looking to throw on second down. Stokes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go!
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15.
Come on, let's go!
Back to throw. Stokes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Here we go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The improv on the scramble there gets them 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw on 2nd down. Stokes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Stokes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll run it. This is Booker. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Let's go!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stokes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.